Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, December 9th, and today is YieldMax Update Day, where, again, no set schedule. We just kind of go over some popular funds like MSTY, NVDY, TSLY, CONY. I'm also going to talk about ULTY, the email from ULTY, which shows the ULTY changes, which didn't really say much, to be honest. And then we will go live until Group 1 announces their weekly distributions, and then we'll call it a day. Sound good? All right. Thank you all for being here live. So we have, looks like 32 of you just starting the day off 6 a.m. Between YouTube and X. Again, I do post this. I use StreamYard, FYI, and I do the live stream. It posts on both YouTube and Twitter, aka X, so people can watch from either one. If you ask me if there's a preference for me, I don't know. Whatever, I guess, whatever makes you happy. But if you do have questions, there's a live chat in both options, and you could chit chat. But most of the people are chatting on the YouTube side. So if you're looking to talk while this video airs, you might want to go to the YouTube live chat. Okay. Bitcoin update. How you doing? Well, yeah, we're just nothing really. I mean, anytime we get some movement, there's no movement, and it's just 90K. So it is what it is, right? When are we going to hit 100K? I don't know. A lot of people think before year end. So high hopes, Santa Claus rally. Who in the hell knows? So for YieldMax, I did mention an ULTY update. Everyone that signs up for the automatic email alerts, distribution alerts, whatever, should have gotten an email about ULTY changes. But if you go to their website, they've actually, now that I see this, they sectioned off it. It's pretty nice, actually. But yeah, they do have the announcements, which is good. Because again, we used to be like, all right, where do we go? Where do we find these announcements? Oh, here it is. YieldMax ETFs announced strategic update to ULTY. The YieldMax Ultra option. Okay. Click read more. Oh, please. All right. So now we read it. All right. Blah, blah, blah. ULTY active managed fund. Invest in 15 to 30 underlying stocks. YieldMax is implementing refinements to ULTY's equity portfolio. New approach introduces a more balanced model that includes expanded exposure to underlying reference assets. Okay. High volatility equities will continue to serve as the primary engine for generating options premium engine. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Lower volatility, here it is. Lower volatility cap companies will also be added to seek to provide more NAV stability and create a more resilient long-term base. So, I mean, this is not news to us, though. We kind of already knew this by looking at the holdings, but I guess they had to get maybe an official announcement out. Together, the enhanced structure seeks to balance options premium generation with a smoother investor experience. The fund's combined equity portfolio also aims to expand its investment across sectors, industries, and other asset classes where possible. All right, that's good. All right, so here's options strategy expansion. Adjustments to ULTY's option strategies are being introduced with the goal of managing downside risk more effectively. Okay, obviously. People complain, NAV going down, they're addressing it while improving capture of potential upside gains. Oh, all right, protect the downside, capture the upside. What more do you need? Plus a high yield on top. To accomplish this, the portfolio management team will incorporate selective hedging strategies to reduce the severity of market declines. Okay. And leverage options strategies that seek to capture more upside during market advances. Okay. Good luck, right? Good luck. What movie? Good luck. All right. These adjustments are intended to reduce the drawdowns. Okay. Distribution outlook with inclusion of low volatility names and more protective options positioning. Future distribution levels may be somewhat lower. Okay. This I did not see. So maybe they were waiting to get this announcement out and then pay a lesser distribution. Because as you have been seeing, they've been paying that high distribution, even with the lower IV names. So maybe you'll start to see the distribution yield drop. At least that's, they should. It shouldn't be 70 to 80%. It should be 40 to 50%, I think. than previous levels and less predict. I guess we'll find out today on today's announcement at 6:55 a.m. This adjustment reflects the fund's gold balancing extract. Okay, yeah. Every ETF pays. Okay, commitment to investors. These updates reaffirm ULTY. Fund remains commitment. Okay, they really are putting. You could tell they want ULTY to be like kind of like the banner, because that's the one that it's really them in control, running a fund to give you the perfect fund, right? The perfect mix of high yield dividends, the perfect mix of protecting the downside, and the perfect mix of capitalizing on the upside. How are they going to do that? To be seen. All right. So it's a good thing to see that they're, they're trying, they keep making it better and better. And hopefully, we'll see how this turns out. But ULTY is going to be their beast. It'll be their biggest fund probably in due time. I think this is a change a lot of people are going to like, in my opinion. And why the hell not, man? Why the hell not balance it out with some stable ass stocks? Because before, they would have like the GameStop and the this and then that, all these degenerate plays, and anything could tank. And if the market tanks overall, forget it. Forget about it. Anyway, so that's the update. Feel free to go to their website and read it, the whole thing if you want, but I just kind of skimmed. I like skimming. I don't like reading, so I skim. All right. I'm the kid in school, read the back of the book, and that was it. Sorry. Somehow I got by. But anyway, here we are. What are we doing? All right. We loaded everything. We got our new file. All right, great. Let's move on. Assets under management. Who is the biggest fund? Actually, did anyone answer my movie trivia before? They did not. No one answered it. So I'll say it one more time. Good luck. All right. So anyway, so MSTY 1.8 billion, NVDY 1.6 billion, ULTY 1.3. Like I said, ULTY after these changes, I really think they're going to grow. TSLY 1.1 bill. CONY still struggling to get back to the 1 bill. There you go, David. You the man. I knew someone would get it. Great movie. Love that movie. I'm not sure about the second one, but the first one was classic. All right, so that's the the size of the funds by assets under management. If we go to the IVs, you want to see like who has the highest IV. This SNDK still number one, but again, that's a salty position, so who really cares? But Mara, man, is this even updated? But Mara, it's still showing 84%. Upstart, that's an ULTY fund, 74%. Then Circle, MSTR 70. I like to see that. Him 70, Myrna 65, Reddit 64. Yeah, decent numbers. So not too bad. All right, so now again, this is where we compare the daily changes. But so what we'll do is we'll just look and see how did the underlying do yesterday and how did the ETF do. So MSTR, it's looking like they, yeah. Again, the update over the weekend, it's going to show you like a Monday change will reflect on like the Saturday. I don't know. It's Google's funky way of doing it. But regardless, MSTR did go up 2.63. MSTY captured 2.14. MSST only captured 2.06. So oddly enough, MSTY beat MSST on an upside day. Again, it's not a big upside day, but a 2% day is not bad. So I'm surprised that MSTY kind of beat them. Again, you would almost always expect these have more cushion and more upside. But again, there's a lot more behind it than just simply thinking that. There's obviously, depending on the holdings, where they're positioned, things like that. But either way, they both captured the 2%. So that's good. All right, let's move on to NVIDIA. How you doing, NVIDIA? Well, NVIDIA went up. They're going to go up today, too. I think they got some good news from Trumpety Doodah as far as, doing China sales or something. China. They went up 1.72%. NVIDIA captured 1.23%. And VIT captured the same. Wow. Tie game here. So again, not bad upside capture there. So let's move on to the coin, the cone heads. Coin, by the way, my cone head short yesterday actually did really good. I think I got 1,500 views. Someone said you have too much time. I mean, I wish, but it was just being stupid, stupid AI stuff, but go enjoy it if you want. Anyway, coin went up 1.66%. CONY captured 1.44. Not bad, broski. All right, let's go check out Tesla. Oh yeah, coin does not have a 25% target fund, just FYI. That's why we didn't compare a target fund. I'm sure they will in due time. So let's see how Tesla did yesterday. Tesla, like Sega, Tesla, 3.39% down. Okay. Tesla, how you doing? They went down 2.78, so not as bad. And then Test only went down 2.25%. Good job, Testy. Good job, buddy. You did it. Congratulations. Palantir, they went down 0.15%, so kind of flat day. Platy actually went down more, unusual. They went down 0.27%. SMCI, they captured some upside when they went up. Yay! They went up 1.96%. Simsy suckers captured 1.25% of that. Okay, how's Amazon? Amazon went down 1.15%. AMZ only went down 0.75%, so that's a good. How about Robinhood? Robinhood had another green day. They've been doing pretty damn good, up, down, all around. They went up 3.4%, and captured 2.8. So I guess we'll accept that. Not bad. AMD or AMD or AMD. They went up 1.44. MDY went 1.3. Okay, good, Cletus. All right, GDX, how you doing? Gold went down 2.3%. GDXY only went down 1.45, so not bad there. Not the bad. Meta went down 0.98. Phoebe went down 0.54. Okay, interesting. All right, Google went down 2.37. GUI went down 1.83. That's okay, bro. Netflix, they went down 3.44. Netflix went down 3.27. So wowza, they went down more than you would think. Apple went down a little bit, 0.32. Apple went down 0.29. Microsoft went up 1.63% yesterday. Wow, there's a good capture. MSFO captured 1.54% of that sucker in your face. All right, iBit had a green day. They went up 1.64. YBit captured 1.43. So that's good. Hell yeah, that's good. Mara, they went up. They went up 2.64. And Maro, they did okay. They only captured about half. They went up 1.33. Last but not least, we compare the Qs to ULTY. Because who else, right? Who else are you going to compare ULTY to? The Qs went down 0.19%. So ULTY said, screw that. I'm new and improved. So I'm going up 0.48%. So in y'all face. So not a bad day in the office for ULTY. All right, let's go look at the trades, suckers. All right, so again, same thing. We're downloading some trades, and we're just going to summarize what the heck happened with at least the funds that we're talking about. So first, we'll look for the cone head. There it is. Cone heads are here. Buy to close put. Oh, purple alert. So what are they doing? What are they doing with the synthetic? They got a 260. This thing expired December 19th. It looks like they closed most, if not all of that position. Not sure how big that position was. Stock price 274. Obviously 274 greater than 260. So that means on the way out, closing this position, they're going to make some bank. Hold on. Need a sip of water. Yes, good morning, everyone that's here. Parabolics here, Health and Wealth, some fellow YouTubers, ETF Inspector. Good morning, Backyard Prospector. Brother AB always here. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you. Chew Dog, Kieran, Kevin, all ya. All right. Anyway, so what are you doing? What do you do? What do you say? They made 20 million in the process of closing out the old synthetic position. So hey, not bad, bro. And then opening the new one, it's a 270, essentially, you know, at the money at the time, I'm sure, or close to it. Cost about 7.8 mil to start that position. This one's going to only go out. It really stinks. They only go out 1 month. I know they have their like concentration rules and all that, but really wish the synthetic could be further dated so we can forget about it, right? But whatever. Overall for the day, 12.4 mil in recognized income. So cha freaking ching. All right, who else we got next? We got Misty. So let's look for Misty, our boy. Hi, Misty. How are you? All right, by the close put. Uh-oh, purple alert. What are they doing? It looks like they're closing out some of the synthetic. Maybe people sold out. Did they make money? No, they did not, because look at the 270 synthetic. So she take my money. She took 8.9 mil. She's a gold digger. Oh, no doubt about that one. Because why? Because MSTR has dropped since they started that position to 183. So good Lord. All right. And then in the process, they had to close a covered call, which was a 185 and kind of cappity-doo-dah in the process. So they kind of got beat up on both ends. They did sell a call here, 1,000 contracts. They made some money to offset the damage. And then what they do here? They sold another 197.50, and then they bought. Okay, so they lowered the long call, or one of the credit call spreads here. You know, maybe they've been doing that lately. They've been doing that to capture more upside. So we'll see how that turns out for them. But $9.2 million realized loss for the day there. Let's see if NVDY did not have any trades, so that's okay. Less work for me, less talking. And TSLY did not have trades. Winner, winner, chicken, frickin'. Look at ULTY. ULTY, like, that's an easy day, right? ETF inspector can take the day off. He little amount of trades right here. That's nothing. There's nothing. All right, so that's all the trades for yesterday. What else? Realized income. Again, this is just pulling the funds, except the baskets. I don't pull them because they come out a little funky. These are the individual underlyings, and this is how much they realized income or realized losses that they do have. But yeah, so how much did they make each? 69 cents per share for CONY. Yeah, and that's the winner of the day. Hui lost its ass, it seems, and NVDY made about 2 cents per share. Just stubbed my toe. Ow. All right, let's move on to the next tab. All right, Misty. I'm gonna try to, like I said, I keep saying I'm gonna try. I'm gonna start tracking now. Maybe as they add positions for the following week, I'll add them here, and then as they close them the next week, I'll put them, you know, right below it to see how they performed overall, if that makes sense. I know I say that and I'll forget, and then I'll forget to download one day and I screw everything up. But we'll see. We'll see. All right, now we're getting to the holdings up in her. So let's look at, I think we could do 150. Let's look at TSLY. But of course, I need a sip of coffee. Good morning, Anne. All right, there we go. TSLY, everyone's favorite, everyone's boy, the double reverse splitter. Where are we doing here? We got a 450 and we got a 470. How's that doing? Well, Tesla's at 440. So how do you think it's doing? But they do expire in January after the Christmas Santa Claus whatever rally they keep talking about. So maybe we'll be all right. Maybe not. Who the heck knows? But for now, whatever. We're just looking at the covered calls anyway. They all expire Friday, and they are 5, 5, 6, and 6% out of the money. So nothing. They got a pretty decent cushion, probably after the tankity-doo-dah Tesla did yesterday. The size of TSLY fund we said is 1.1 bill. You could see the NAV again. All this post-reverse split now, 38.13, which matches yesterday's closing price, so that's good. Synthetic contracts, 26,000. All right, 26,000. Covered calls, credit call spreads on the whole thing. So they got the whole thing at work. Whistle while you work. So this is the synthetic value, obviously negative because they got, they're getting their butts kicked at the very moment. All right, so that's TSLY. Who else we doing? We're doing NVDY. All right, let's see how their synthetics doing. They got a 155 and a 200. NVIDIA is at 185. Yeah, that's a tough one, right? That's a tough one. That hurts. But NVIDIA, let's see the pre-market. I have it on the, do I have it? Oh, they're down now. What the heck? All right, never mind. Maybe they're not going to open green, but whatever. Yeah, their synthetics expire in January. So we'll see how that goes. But whatever, man. We're, like we said, we're here for the cover call. All right, so 12/12 expiration, 2 cover calls, 185, 187.50. One's in the money, one's just out of the money, 1% out of the money. So I don't know if NVIDIA does go up like it looked like it was going to, then guess what? Then Capity-Duda, they'll probably close these out early and then roll the strike prices up. But as of right now, it doesn't even look like it's moving at all. All right, assets under management, 1.6 bill. Again, second biggest fund. Massive. That's what she said. Massive. All right, assets under management. What do we got? Yeah, 1.6. Yeah, that's really, they're about to pass MSTY, bro. All right, remember I called them the GOAT? They're about to take the GOAT back. All right, and they've never had a reverse split. 1487. Look at that. Look at that. Who owns NVIDIA? Who owns NVIDIA from day one? But damn, bro. All right, synthetic contracts, 89,400. Covered calls and credit call spreads. They're using the whole shebang, just like TSLY. All right, so that's good. That's fine. Synthetic is, again, underwater, so prognosis negative there. All right, let's move on. Who else we covering? Well, of course, we will take a U-turn and stop at ULTY and just see, like, what's going on. What do you got? What are you holding nowadays? Well, what do we got? We got Amazon. We got Amazon here. We got Alphabet, Broadcom. Broadcom. Look at that IV, man. Oh, that's a beauty. 51%. How much is Broadcom? $400. Whew. Oh, all right. Who else is safe here? HCA Healthcare, sure. Who else? IBIT? No, definitely not. TLT, maybe. Yeah, sure. Morgan Stanley, still there, just hanging out. Gold. Okay, we'll take some gold in there. This is again, they got a lot going on here. I mean, Amazon, that's new. That's a new one to me. That's pretty awesome, actually. But yeah, man. What else we got here? Alphabet. Yeah. All right. So here's the covered calls probably for those positions. So again, we're not going to really go through the individual trades, but you could see, yeah, they own the underlying and they do, they could either sell puts, buy puts, sell calls, and maybe even buy calls. Who the hell knows? Let me see if I see any long calls here. I don't think so. I hear running upstairs. Chaos begins. Chaos. Oh, here it is. All right, but this is like a credit call spread on IBIT because they sold a 53 and they bought a 54.50. Okay, that's all right. That's all right, Yeah, a lot of trades, man. This, like I said, I think it's going to be, I think the future is much brighter for ULTY. 1.3 bill under assets. And then, again, I do highlight anything that has a position of greater than 5%. So their cash position is greater than 5%. Quanta Services, Palantir, Jabil, iShares, Broadcom, and those are all above 5% as well. Okay, does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions on ULTY? Because I have to always remember the live people are here, right? So we got to show them the proper attention. So if you guys have any questions, thank you, ETF Inspector, for reminding everyone, if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. Yeah, it helps. My channel's been a little struggle lately because I'm mixing and matching content. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm not doing the same thing every day, which obviously hurt the channel, but it didn't hurt. It made me, I'm better. So I took a pay cut from YouTube. All good though. I don't really care anymore. But let's see what we got here. Nikki is watching ULTY, yet I like Biggie. Is that Biggie or Bleegi? Where's Bleegi? That's a new fund. All right. I buy NVIDIA, Amazon, Google. Jumping in and out of the chat. Such a great group and likes you guys. So you made the cut. Now we can all go pilot fish swimming downstream together. All right, let's see. Trying to be less degenerate. What fun is that, right? Biggie. Okay. Nope, not bulgy. Biggie. All right. Why do you get a phone call? You know, you got to talk to these people. Are they not watching? You know, what is wrong with them? Ulti distro pending on Robinhood. Oh, last week's. Well, that sucks. I know, Rob. Sometimes they have those issues. Sometimes they show it early. Sometimes they have issues. All right. Who else we doing next? We did TSLY. We did NVDY. We got MSTY and CONY left. All right. So how you doing, Misty? How's your synthetic? She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town. That dig on me. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Obviously, when they opened these synthetics, MSTR was flying high. And since then, we know what happened. Ouchity-doo-dah. Ouchity-doo-dah. Ouchity-day. We took a butt kicking this day. Anyway, that song was horrible, but here we go. I don't know. We have a 165. That's doing good. But the 300, the 270, and the 255, and the gold diggers. What do you want? They're gold diggers. We got to pay them. You know, we got to pay them unless Bitcoin wakes the hell up. You know, hello, Bitcoin. Hello. But, you know, there's manipulation going on. We see it. So it is what it is. You got to fight it. Fight it. Just keep buying your daily Bitcoin like me, right? Right? Not financial advice. All right. Anyway, we're going to look at the covered calls. So what do we got? We got 5. So they are scattered-do. They are 0.71% to 6.16% out of the money. Not bad. Not bad. We'll see how it goes. How's MSTR in the pre-market? I don't have it up. We'll look after. But I don't have my actually do I have IBIT up? Where's IBIT? I don't have IBIT on my watch lists. Maybe not. All right. Anyway, whatever. We saw Bitcoin was red anyway. So assets under management 1.8 bill. The NAV is 35.83. And yeah, again, MSTY. What's new about this? The price. It's funny because my friend texted me who invests in MSTY. What the hell happened? He thought he was rich because MSTY was $35. I said, no. You have a fifth of the shares you used to have. Remember, right? 1 for 5 reverse split. So $35. $35. That's what you get, but you have less shares. Okay. I think everyone understands that, so I'm not going to redo that whole thing, but I will kind of go over that in the guesstimate tab when we get to it. Synthetic contracts, they total 100 thou. All right. So that's their position on MSTR. Now, as you can see, every time we look at the MSTY holdings, they are not selling calls on the full position. So what's the average? It looks like 75%. Obviously, it changes. Sometimes it's 80, could be even 90, could be even less than 75. But I would say maybe this is the new thing. So they're selling calls on 75% of the position, and of that position, they're buying calls on 40% of it. Okay. So the credit call spread's 40%. All right. Makes sense? Good. All right. So anyway, what does that mean? That means 25% will move 1-to-1 directly with the underlying. The other 75, it's going to fluctuate depending on how, where the covered calls are positioned and whatnot, if that makes sense. All right. All right, last but not least, we got the freaking cone heads. Now, where'd you do to your cone? All right, where the heck are the cone heads at? Are they even here? Where the hell is CONY? Did I pass it? Why is the dog barking? All right, let's see, because my life's not chaotic enough. Let's add a dog into the mix. That was a great idea. I'm a genius, by the way, if you can't tell. All right, so I'm just going to cover some comments. What do we got here? Nobody got paid from Ulti on Robinhood. Okay, okay. Hopefully today is the day. Is NVIDIA going above 193 today? Don't look like it's moving. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll wake up. Yeah, I had to sing it. It's been a while, right? Got to make sure the vocals work. All right, let's see. We took a butt kicking with a bidet. We need a bidet, right? Bidet is awesome. All right, the double D left. Oh, he's off to work. Yep, have fun at work, brother. Let's see. Yes, Sunita's a conehead. We know that. Nah. Dogs are great. Yeah, they are when you don't have kids that torment the dog, you know. But oh my goodness. Oh my God. My whole, if I recorded the chaos here on a daily video, that would be a hit on YouTube. But anyway, Coney, Coneheads. How you doing, Coneheads? Where you been? I'm okay. All right, so they got a 270 synthetic and a 280. How's that doing? Well, coin is at 274. So the 270, check. The 280, all right. So not bad. Not bad. No gold diggers here. Just chilling, killing. All right, so what are we doing? We got covered calls. They all expire Friday. Again, it's only Tuesday. So, of course, they're not going to move anything to the following week, right? Not this early, at least. Maybe no, not even today. Maybe the Wednesday, but we shall see. All right. What do we got? We got cover calls 0.29% to 4.85% out of the money. Is that safe? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, who the hell knows? And then we go down here again. CONY has been under a bill for quite some time now. It's at 844 mil. Post reverse split NAV is 47.18. Synthetic contracts total 31,000, and they're selling calls on 96%. Did I add that up correctly? Let's see. Yep, 96%. So they're leaving 4% to move one-to-one directly with the underlying. And out of that 96%, they're doing cover call spreads on 100% of them. So take that for what it's worth in case they get cappity doodah. And with Bitcoin, man, you kind of need that. You kind of need it. So, all right. So that's the holding information. Now we're going to go to Guestimania. But not really, because the announcement did not happen yet. But the announcements did happen for the 25% target funds. All right. So let's cover that after I catch up on some live comments. Because again, there are people awake at this time, luckily. We have 240 people between YouTube and X. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Do it. Kids and animal videos will make you bank, bro. Yeah. Or it'll just, I don't even know. You guys will judge me then. Let's see. Chew Dog is how many huskies? 4 huskies. I mean, I'm all about more dogs, but when the kids are older, you know, right now, one is more than enough. 5-0's in the house. Again, I did not do it. I didn't do it. I wonder if he's in the office again. It's my Monday. Oh, man. That's like a super Monday then. Good luck with that. All right. So, Ulti, no pay either. That sucks. Canadian U.S. investor. Look at you. Canadian and U.S. Good morning. Office day. See? You don't watch when you're on patrol? Not now he's in the office. I'm good. I'm safe again. All right. Anyway, and it's probably not me. It'll be my kids doing it. But let's see. So MSST, they actually raised their distribution from 0.2231 to 0.2262. Again, whatever, right? Whoopie-doo. And VIT 0.2332 to 2. Whatever. It's 25% yield. I mean, what you want to focus on really is how are they performing, right? Where's the ETF performance? Right here. So from last Friday, 12/5, right? MSST, they went up 97 cents. Why is the underlying? underlying, what is it pulling? Clearly, I'm not pulling the proper field here. I need to pull column J. Duh. All right, do column J. There you go. Why does the dog keep barking? All right, then underlying today. This is, what the hell is this pulling? Who made this spreadsheet anyway? Loser. Underlying price. Why is that not updating? Oh my goodness. Is that working? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's better. Okay, now, all right, now we got to pull it. Where the hell is the freaking field? Underlying price is column L. Okay, so again, in the short time frame, this is as of close Friday, 12/5, to as of close yesterday, right? Which, we kind of already did this comparison, but again, this will compare it throughout the week though. But yeah, so as you can see, both had green days. So regardless, these funds, they launched at what, like $50? Test is at 53. So they're doing the best of the three. NVDY is above 52, but MSST is not. But again, any MSTR fund that seems to be like just getting beat the hell out of lately, which is brutal to watch, but it is what it is. All right, so that's the update on those. What else? Actually, you know what? I'm going to throw some music on because we are kind of at the end as we wait until 6:55 until we get the update. Right, we got here. Good morning, Blue. Let's see. So what else we got? Hit the music. I did. Jonathan, what the heck is he saying? Who the hell knows? Let's see. All right. Anyway, we're caught up on the comments. Little wackety doo out there. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Misty. What's Misty doing? Well, Misty, AMD, and PP, they all had a reverse split. It was effective Monday. Yeah. We know. Okay, whatever. What's their price? What are they looking at now? Misty's 35. MDY is 39, and then PP is 42. All right. Now, where is it? So if you want to go crazy now, check this out. Check these numbers out. Because when a reverse split happens, historical data gets updated. So now look at the launch price of Misty, right? It's showing that as if it launched at $100 because they did a 1-for-5 reverse split. So if you think about it, it was 100 and now we're at what, 35 or something, right? So if you think about it that way, it's like, that sucks. Obviously, I had to update all of the distributions to multiply them by 5. So you could see that. Let's go to Misty again, best one to look at. They're showing, now the historical data will show that their first distribution was $20 per share, right? Because again, you have a fifth of the shares you've had, and then 12. Again, it's the real payment was like $4, 4 something, and then May showing 12, 15, 9, 20. Again, it's crazy to look at the numbers now. But again, this has to be updated in order to properly reflect with the other numbers, or else house money would be all screwed up. So house money everything's adjusted now. I had to update the distributions manually for my spreadsheet. But yeah, so it is what it is. It's done. It's over with. Those were the last 3 for now. As to my knowledge, there was no others that filed for a reverse split. All right. So what else? Well, I guess I could show you the latest house money numbers. And we could see MSTY still number one, 219%. NVDY 181, CONY 159, Pallady 121, Phoebe 92. Is that even right? I guess it is. AMDY. Where's XYZY? Where the hell are they? 50. Thought I fixed them, right? It's almost like something's wrong here. Yeah, total distro XY 200. They did a 5-for-1. Here, let me try to do this. Yeah, there you go. That's better. All right, so I screwed that one up. XYZY is now at 100. So, okay. So, again, the ones that did a 1-for-10 reverse split should show, we'll just double check that right now because what else we got to do? We're waiting until the numbers come out. So, we'll do Z to A. 10-for-1 should show around a $200 launch price, and they do. 1-for-5. Okay, so TSLY. Oh no, TSLY already had a reverse split. They did a 1-for-2, and then a 1-for-5, making it 2. Okay, so that makes sense. All right. So yeah, crazy. Pain in the ass, to be honest, to track. But whatever. XYZY is now in 100% house money territory. Phoebe 92, AMDY 92, Neptly 92, TSLY 91. I know this don't mean nothing, but it's just a stat that we track. Because it does. Some people, they like to see it, even though they may have, doesn't matter, to what they're doing. It doesn't matter because they didn't buy it day one, but they like to see which fund actually paid back a distribution amounts more than their original launch price. At least I think that's what the people want to see. Because I am the people's YouTube. All right, so what do we got here? Let's go through some comments. Let's see what you guys are yapping about. Let's see. Can you buy and sell options after? Nope. 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 And nope. I would say I wish, but I really don't, because then I would, it would be too much. I kind of like that it's limited in those hours. Rod is like this all the time. What? Wacko? Wackety-doo? What, you want some sniffles? Here we go. Bruce, want to ask you guys for a good ETF to do the wheel on. CONY MSTR. Well, definitely not CONY. And well, CONY is an options ETF. You don't want to do wheels on those. MSTR, oh boy, that thing is nuts. All right, let's see. What the heck are you guys talking about? Me? Me? Let's see. 17 degree. Yeah. Don't you miss it? Freaking A, man. Freaking A. Frozen. BS. BS state. Anyway, it is 6:46 a.m. as we speak. Yes, we talking about you. I don't even know what you're saying, but you're saying something. Anyway, what else do you guys have any questions for me before we move on? I can give you a quick Roddy update, sneak peek. I added to my open position for, where is it? For yesterday. As you know, I sold out of my open position because I was stuck in the non-standard contracts, which required me to call the broker every time I had to make a trade. Call the broker, call the broker. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Nope, nope, nope. So I sold out of the position on the Friday or Thursday, and then I reopened the position yesterday, except this time I have added 10 contracts with a $7 synthetic strike. So that cost me about $1,830 between buying the call, selling the put, and buying the put. All right, so that's my new position. And then I sold a call right away at the money, same strike, $7, gave me 43 cents per share for 10 contracts, $430. All right, so my current open holdings, obviously you could see it here, $7 strike. Great, wonderful. Buying a put, downside protection, of course, yes. This is a degenerate play. You don't know what's going to happen, right? God forbid, the rate cut don't happen, which, now I'm hearing maybe a half a point, rate cuts kind of priced in, and God forbid that don't happen. Well, I don't know. Anytime Powell speaks, though, just expect it to go down, but we'll see, What else? That's it. That's it. Everything else, I'll probably do a real Roddy update tomorrow morning. Well, I'll do it as a premiere because I will be commuting. So, yeah. All right. So again, as we will wait for group 1, and we'll just plug in those numbers over here, and that'll, we'll see what they're yielding. Oh, also, I did pull this up. I wanted to compare the original, the old school cover call ETFs like MSTY versus the 25%ers. And you can see so far, MSTY is outperforming MSST. MSTY is down 3.7%, and MSST is down from 8.97%. This is under a short time frame though, because this is as of when the 25%ers launched. If I compare TSLY to Test is beating TSLY. Test is up. This is total return, by the way. It's up 8.82%. TSLY is up 5.28. And then if we compare NVDY to NVIT, NVIT is in the lead. They are up 2.51%, and NVIDIA is up 1.25%. Again, I'm not sure this is something that you guys are interested in, but I am. I'm just curious to see, because now I consider them, even though they're under the same fund manager umbrella, I consider it fun, again, competition, right? Oh yeah, by the way, the Stock Analysis does have an app on the iPhone now. So I did share that link on X. If you guys want to get the app, you can click the link. I think it has my referral thing, so it'll know it came from me. I don't know what it does, but hey, whatever helps, right? Indexes pre-market, S&P is up 0.09%, NASDAQ is up 0.03%, Dow Jones is up 0.1%, and Russell is up 0.17%. So not bad. Also, we can look at earnings. The earnings calendar. What is today? Today is Tuesday. Before the open, AutoZone, Ferguson Enterprises, Cellpoint, Core and Main, the Campbell's Company, Ollie's Bargain, Corn Ferry, Academy Sports and Outdoors, a bunch of crap we don't even know. Any big names? Not really. After Hours. Who is the After Hours? I mean, this is not. Oh wait, GameStop. Oh, Snap-a-doo, GameStop, Diamond Hands. Let's go. So we'll see how that goes. Although I don't even think GameStop's in Ulti anymore, so YieldMax peeps may not care. What about the Wednesday? Oracle, Adobe, Chewy. All right, so we got some names there. And that's it. All right. What about Thursday? Broadcom. That's a big one. Costco. Oh, Snap-a-doo. Vera Bradley. What the hell? Isn't that I remember. Wasn't that used to be a big thing, wasn't it? And then, yeah, that's it. Okay. So nothing else. Nothing new and exciting there. All right. As we wait, we will pull up the Bitcoin price again. 90,300. Oh, no, 90,287. Sorry. All right. So what do we got here? Any questions, peeps? You got 3 minutes for questions. Pleiadian to the moon? Maybe, maybe not. Sold 10 puts on Bitfarms. Oh boy, oh boy. $2 strike. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Bit to F. A bit to F. Let's check it out. Bit to F. A bit to F. Let's see the 1 year. It's up 27% year to date. Damn, it's up 95%. It did go up as high as what? 647. All right. Bitfarms operates integrated Bitcoin data centers in Canada, United States. Okay. So, all right, we'll see. We'll see. What's the IV? They need to add IV here for sure. Well, Bitfarms is down in the pre-market, by the way. They're down 1.03%. So your $2, I don't know. Is it safe? Maybe. We'll see. All right. Let's look over the 5 days. 5 days, it's been tankity doo-dah, down 11%. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Wow. All right. All right. All right. What else? What are you trading, Parabolic? Mike Ward, $2 puts on American Bitcoin. I'm buying a miner this week. Offsite hosting excited. A miner. A miner. All right, what else we got here? I need a nap already. Cheers. I'm drinking my coffee. How's the music? Willow. Dog's name is Willow. My 9-year-old. We let my 9-year-old name her, and that's what happened. I'm slowly getting used to it. Let's see. All right, yeah, we probably got the email in a sec. So let's pull this sucker up here. Got a Defiant email. Oh man. Praying for BMNU. Ah, man, I'm so glad I got out of that BMNU. Yes, thank you, Anne. I think work in progress for sure. Dog is like, getting a puppy in the winter is the worst because she's like not peeing right away. So I'm out there like freezing my ass off. Have I looked? Yes, absolutely. I own STRC. I'm a fan. Trying to get out of leveraged options already. How about just out of leveraged crypto? Some of the leverage options are good if you play them right, but leverage crypto, I don't know. It's been too brutal to mess around with. I think everyone's been getting their butt kicked by MSTU, BMNU, MSTX. A third Greyhound. Damn. Aren't those like the smartest dogs? Tallest dogs for sure. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, I never messed with hymns. Oh my God, where's this freaking email? Do you guys have the announcement? YieldMax. Here it is. This is it, right? Yeah, December 9th. Okay. All right. So I usually have it on the email. It's easier to freaking look at. I don't have it yet. All right. So whatever. I'm just going to copy it over. Shippity doodah, 39 cents. That is a 35% yield. Okay, Cletus. Okay. Feet, smelly ass feet, 56 cents. How you doing? Where's feet? There you are. Oh my God, 107% yield for feet. How in the hell? See, I suck at guessing feet and 5e. 5e, 38 cents. Obviously, probably got that one off too. Yep, way off. All right, 5e is a 61% yielder right there. How you doing? GPTY, 30 cents. GPTY, 30 cents. Okay, that's okay. And we got LFGY, 33 cents. Uh, 60% yielder. What else we got? QDTY, 34 cents. That is a 40% yielder. And then RDTY, 33 cents. That is a 43% yielder. SDTY, 23 cents. That is a 27% yielder. Okay, getting down to the nitty gritty here. SLTY, salty, 47 cents. Not bad. 70% yielder there. All right. Oh, here it is. ULTY. Let's see what they yielded. If it's lower. Are they lower? No, they're still 70%. Maybe next week. I don't know. All right. YMAG, 12 cents. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's what I guessed. Wait, was this YMAG or YMAX? That was YMAG. Okay. Oh, no, I lowballed them too. All right. Suckity doodah on the guest. I knew the guesstimates would suck this week because I have asked them. But it's okay. It's all good. It's all right. So YMAX 55% yield and then YMAG 45% yield. All right. So that's the update. I finally watched that movie about GameStop. Yeah, it was a good one. It makes you jealous, right? Wish I was a GameStop freaking millionaire. Greyhounds are the best. Definitely take up a lot of room, right? All right. My wife had an African gray parrot named Willow. Okay. Willow. ULTY is down. Oh, no. Well, ULTY, today is their declaration day. Tomorrow, they'll definitely be down. Tomorrow is the ex-dividend date. Keyword Willow. That's a lame-o, right? But as always, guys, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and this video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back tomorrow. All right, whatever. That's pretty much the end of the video. So we're just going to get to the keyword. So if you made it this far in the video and you would like to prove it, you gotta say the keyword. Again, it's an hour-long video, so if you really want the credit, and so I know, and the other suckers here know that you made it, you got to say the keyword. And since we are live, you guys got to give me the keyword because I'm too lazy to think about it, and I need more coffee. Anyone awake? Everyone's slacking here. They fell asleep. Bruce says, great day, guys. 50 says later. David says, good luck. All right, so I guess we have to go with Willow because that's what Shoe Dog said originally. So that's what we'll do. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to type in the keyword Willow. Hopefully Willow is behaving upstairs, but we shall see after we end this, and go from there. All right, guys and gals, have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Later.